My children had asked me, did I know my father? I told them that I did not because he was not in my life. So my daughter asked me the questions of what would his last name be. I told her his last name was L.B. Quinn. His daddy's name was Boris Quinn, and he had a sister named Lee. That was all of the information that I knew. So my daughter decided to search to find out did I have any relatives or ancestors in the Quinn side. So she found out that I did. I was born in Cecil, Georgia. My dad's name was L.B. My granddaddy's name was Boris Quinn, and my aunt name was Lean. So by that, she searched and she found out more information about them, that in the Quinn side there was lots of relatives and ancestors, and she went from there to search on. And I also have a lot of relatives that are on the Quinn side. When I started this search, I was looking for my mom's father. His name was L.B. Quinn. She gave me this information, and when I got the information, I went on Ancestry.com to locate the information, and when I found L.B. Quinn, I found that he was living in Fort Lauderdale, and he had a family in Fort Lauderdale, and so it stopped right there. So then when I further researched, I discovered that he was in the military, and he was stationed, as a matter of fact, not too far from where we live in Fort Benning. And I looked up his current family, and I found his daughter, and I found his daughter Edna, and I found her daughter Regina Major, and then I found Regina's children. So I decided to go on some of the social networks and see can I locate some of the children, and which I did locate one named Tracy or Tarcy Major. And when I sent her, what I did was I sent Tarcy a Facebook request, and I gave her a brief, some brief information on what I discovered, and she contacted me from Facebook. And from that point, I was able to talk with her mother. Her mother name is Regina, and Tarcy gave her mother my phone number, and we talked, and we found out that we were first cousins. And it was just so great to be able to speak to someone after that journey of trying to locate family. And since we spoke to each other, we have been talking every week about our reunion. So now we're getting ready to meet each other in Florida in May. And it's going to be a joyous occasion, and I am so glad that I had had the initiative to look for my mom's family. Thank you. Welcome to Brownwood, city of Brownwood.
Okay, you can go ahead.
This is the only store in this town. This is the only store that Brownwood has. Only convenience store. And there's one caution light. No other lights. Just one caution light. We're going to go to Leesburg Road. City of Brownwood City Hall.
Oh, I didn't see that. That don't be.
Davina Davila, Miss Davina Davila. She is the actual city manager at Brownwood. We're here today talking to her, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the history about Brownwood.
Okay, Brownwood is, we're still a small, basically rural community. Brownwood was founded in 1863, and at the time they called it Brown Station. And it was a popular railroad station here right behind this store. And then once it was established and actually incorporated was 1883, and they changed the name to Brownwood. Brownwood has grown as far as people or businesses. We're trying to get businesses to come back, and because, you know, once they built all the big towns, all our mom and pop stores dried up because it was convenient for people to drive. But then when gas went up, it would have been more convenient to have our businesses here. So we're trying to get more people back, you know, to bring businesses to our communities. We have, the last count I did by hand was in 2013, and we had 697 people in this town. We've had several births since then, so I'm sure that it's a lot higher. The whole town is about 5.63 square miles of road. Not very big, but it works. We do have 2 city parks. We have one here off the main highway and one in town, where back in the part of town where the majority of the kids live. We have 2 cemeteries. We have one out off Spring Hill and one off of Thornton Road. Of course, they're filling up fast, and it's not going to be long that we're probably going to have to look into purchasing more land. We don't like the fact that they're filling up, but we are happy that people that live here want to be here. You know, they want their vessels to rest here, so we're proud of that. We're more like a mixture of elderly and single families. I would think that we had more single families than we did, but we're crime free, so that's good, and everybody looks out for each other. Everybody tends to get along really well.
And everybody knows each other too.
And everybody knows each other. That's right. Well, that's Terrell County. Everybody knows your business.
Yes.
But currently, Sheriff Bowens is the sheriff of our county, and he is our primary law enforcer here if we need him. He's been 40 years, I guess. Sheriff Bowens has been the sheriff, and he's running again, you know, this year. We do have a city tax. It's not very much. I think a total of everything we get about $39,000 a year in taxes. So that's not a lot of money, but we make it work. And our water bill is still cheaper than most little towns. And we just try to make it work, and everybody, you know, live together in harmony, but it works.
How many high schools?
We don't have any schools in Brownwood anymore. The old school is still down there, but it's not being used. The county recently built brand new schools. So we have a brand new middle high school and a brand new preschool and elementary school out in the country. Very nice. Some of the nicest schools I believe you'd ever see. And everybody rides the bus, or the parents will come pick them up. We do have 2 buses in Brownwood, and a lot of the bus drivers, I know one of them has been the bus driver how long since, probably back when he was in school. Mr. Robert Gardner. Elijah Jordan is our mayor. He is a supervisor at Tyson Foods in Dawson. Great man, great man. And we have council members. We have 6 of them. It's Todd Coe, Shakita Brown, Lynn Trice, Olivia Preston, Sonia Moss, and Eddie Basden. And Miss Lynn and Olivia have been on our council for over 30 years. And they were both born and raised here. So if there's anything, anybody, they know it all. You know, they know everybody, and but we're happy that y'all.
And you said it's farming, a lot of farming.
A lot of farm. Most people in town work for the town. Sorry, that's my neighbor. Work for one of the local farmers. It's either McCleskey Cotton, which is Mr. Ronnie Lee, Larry Copeland, Showtime, or Bubba Goolsby at Goolsby Farms.
What kind of stuff?
Cotton, corn,
Okay.
soybean, peanuts, and they even, Mr. Ronnie does pecans too, so It's, but I would say cotton was one of our
Was the biggest.
It's the biggest manufacturing.
Because we have a gin right down the road.
Oh, okay.
Oh, y'all still have a cotton gin here?
We have a cotton gin right down the road, and he also has built a peanut place to do the peanuts and pecans, so.
Wow. Well, we certainly want to thank you, Ms. Sevilla, for sharing this history with us for Bromwood. And we will appreciate it. And what we're going to do is, once this is completed, I will make sure that I get...
See, right here. 1,885.
Wow.
How cool is that? Unbelievable.
I cannot believe this. Can you believe that, Phoebe?
And these over here are
This 1888. That's 1888.
1888 on this one.
Wow.
Old.
The United States of America.
That is in good... It really
That
is
was
good.
1888.
There's a lot of history.
1888.
There's a lot of history.
Wow.
Not the key to the city. That little tiny key.
Yeah, because this was 1880. I have another one at home that's even in better shape.
1880.
And I'm gonna have it framed.
Yeah.
And it says, for collateral, one horse named John. And his daddy bought the Dawson News in 1945.
Wow.
So this is before his daddy even owned it. But Dawson News has been around a long time.
Wow.
And they cover the whole county.
Wow.
Amazing.
The shell that they used back in World War II.
Shut
How
up.
it got in that ditch, I have no idea. These are the old street flares that they used to use when they worked on the side of the road.
Okay, yeah.
Thank goodness we don't have to use those anymore. This was one of the old fire radios.
Wow.
And back when Bromwood had a police department, those were the badges, the chief badges, and an old speeding ticket that we found.
So they don't have a police department?
No, not no more.
So they gotta come from another town?
From Dawson.
Terrell County. Terrell County.
Dawson.
The
Okay.
sheriff. Now Dawson has its own police department, but
Okay.
we use the sheriff. We would like to eventually build it back up before we can have all that again.
Yeah.
1917.
Wow, how cool is that?
Bromwood was a happening place, and here's a document back when it was Brown Station, Georgia, in 1880.
Good Lord. Where did y'all find that?
The man that owned the buildings, his family, the man never threw anything away. And unfortunately, some of it had gotten wet, so we spread it
Yeah,
out.
so it can dry out.
So it could dry out, but there was all kind of books. This
Gone with
was,
the wind.
you had to buy this at the theater. That's when the movie first come out. All these old song books.
Wow. 1937.
1937.
I just seen some on a stamp say 1931.
And all these checks are from like 1916, 1914.
Wow.
And do y'all know how long ago it was at your family?
1925, 1930.
Yeah.
They was here 1925, 1930. There was a whole lot of them that was here. They lived off of Leesburg Road.
Okay.
And they migrated. And as a matter of fact, my grandfather was doing farming. He was working in farming when he was here.
Now, so a lot of these checks, I had looked, but I want to go through every one of them. It's hard to see some of the writing.
You are gonna get a big old thing and just frame them or something?
Well, I had bought this display case,
Uh-huh.
took one old stuff that we found like this, that I could put in there, and some of these I want to put in a frame and like the document back when, and a lot of people that live here now don't know that it used to be called Brown Station.
Brown Station.
There was an old man named Mr. Brown that had a place right where the train would unload stuff and,
Wow.
but some of these
That's a lot of checks.
I have looked at and found people, ancestors of people that still live here.
Wow.
You know, the checks were written to
Right.
them, and that's why I was curious, you know, the
these
last name. So
checks.
when I look through here, it wouldn't surprise me if I found
Quinn.
exactly.
Quinn, yeah.
You know, I thought it could be really a good idea.
This is Cecil, Georgia. This is where my mom was born. And from here, her and her mother left from Cecil, Georgia, and ended up going to a town called Bainbridge. So that's where we're going to next. This is the post office of Cecil, Georgia, where my mother was born. This is her community, Cecil, Georgia. Cecil grocery store. What is that?
I got it.
probably
African-American Hospital of Bainbridge. Used to be Griffin Hospital. It's now called the PX Clinic. Bainbridge, Georgia, where my mother went to school and lived. This is the front of the building. Thomas County Courthouse. I don't know how many years, but it looks like it's been here